Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Omni viewer, and it seems right when I think there's going to be a dry spell that lasts for a long time, suddenly a whole bunch of Godzilla vs. Kong news comes out. Most of it is pretty minor. For example, a new plot summary was revealed that honestly doesn't really tell us anything all that new. It does reinforce the idea that we're going to be venturing into the Hollow Earth, where we're going to learn a bit more about where the Titans actually come from in the Monsterverse, but we already kinda knew that from previous plot summaries, so is it really worth covering? I'm not entirely sure, though I guess I just did anyway, so there you go. However, we've also been getting a lot of news regarding the Playmates action figures that'll be connected to this movie. And there's one that I think is really gonna get people talking. This is the 6-inch Kong with battle damage. And you might notice that there's something else that comes with it. There's a clear accessory right there. Here, let's get a better look with him holding it. That, my friends, is a hatchet. A lot of people have been saying that one advantage Kong will have over Godzilla is his ability to use tools, or to take things from the environment around them and fashion them into weapons that he can use against his opponents. In Skull Island, he turned a dead tree into a club, and he took a rotor and chain from an old wrecked ship and used it almost like a flying guillotine from an old kung fu movie. But these were things he just happened to find lying around. This right here looks like a properly fashioned tool. If you zoom in, you can tell that the blade portion of this hatchet is actually tied to the stick. It's not just embedded within it and then Kong picked it up and thought, hey, this'll work. It looks like it was actually made by Kong. Whether or not it actually is, and heck, whether or not it'll even be in the movie, who can say at this point? But it sure does look like a proper tool. And moreover, the blade portion looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? It almost looks kind of like one of Godzilla's dorsal plates. Now, whether or not it is, and whether or not that plate is from the Godzilla we've been following in these movies or from another member of the species, again, who can say? I'd honestly be more surprised if it wasn't a Godzilla spine, because we've gotten hints that Kong and Godzilla have a species rivalry going back ages upon ages. Though again, I don't necessarily know if this is one of the Godzilla's spines. It might be from another skeleton like the one we saw in 2014. From the look of it, the handle also seems to be fashioned from a bone. Though again, where that bone comes from is anyone's guess. Well, whatever the case, this is an interesting development. Thinking back, there haven't been many kaiju that use tools, certainly not in the big movies. In your average tokusatsu TV series, you might find characters that make use of weapons, but in the actual kaiju movies, the closest we ever get to kaiju using weapons is stuff like picking up a tree and beating someone with it, or forcing it down your opponent's throat. That's the common trend at any rate. Kaiju that actually use tools really are rare, so this is gonna be interesting. I guess we'll see if the trailer provides us with any more insights into this, but for right now, we have this image and I'm sure it's gonna get people talking, so feel free to get started talking down in the comments section. Until such time as we meet again, this is the Omni viewer signing off. If you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Like and subscribe, then go down to the description to find links to follow us on DeviantArt, Patreon, and Twitter. While you're there, you'll also find the Amazon links for the original novels Operation Red Dragon, The Daikaiju Wars Part 1, and The Occult Mafia. 2 books I think you'll really enjoy. Thank you all, and we appreciate your support.